Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. It is Thursday and we are currently in Orlando and I really wanted to make a video and share with you guys some amazing things that I've actually broken through. Wow, and you're probably wondering, why is her nose so red and her eyes? And the tears have just been pouring on, okay? Whew, okay, so as we've come here to Miami, I'm so excited to be here. Like, I love it. However, for me, I didn't realize it till right now that although we were moving out here, we just got an amazing place, that I had this huge block. And so it has started for me to show up and come up with the whole storm, Hurricane Irma, which we're waiting on right now. So it all started with that, you know. At first I was like, it's cool, it's all gonna be okay. I've actually went through Hurricane Andrew when I was little, because we used to live here. I used to live here with my family. I was born here. And anyhow, as this whole storm thing is, I keep talking about it, you know, I was reading updates. I noticed that I started to get very fearful, like scared, completely scared, super scared. And at first I was just like, I didn't know why. And I guess, of course, you see things on the news and they make it bigger than it is, of course. Or maybe it is big, I don't know. But anyhow, that's not the case. It's not what I'm here to talk to you guys about. And so me and Aubrey have gone through some conversations. And so just today, right now, we're sitting outside and he's like, what are you so afraid of? You know, because one minute I'm like, okay, we're gonna be fine, we're gonna stay here. And the next minute I get so panicky and almost with zero control. So I started to piece things together. And I remember when I was here for that hurricane, like, although I was young, there's certain like things that I can identify and remember. And so one of the things that I remember from those things is feeling very, very afraid. Feeling afraid, although nothing happened to our home, we were fine. I just remember that fear of being afraid. And then Aubrey said something. We have a dog named Prez, and Prez, the minute she hears a noise, she goes into shake mode. She starts shaking and she gets scared. So he's like, you're just like Prez. He's like you get in this thing. And when he said that, it was like, whew, all this clarity came through. And I said, I get it. I was like, I'm like, I know why I'm getting like this. And we used to live out here when I was younger. And I have some amazing memories here. Even last night, as we went on our walk, I saw the grass. And I remember when I was little, like, I just remember all of these things coming together. Things that I had completely, like, just blocked off because of the pain. You could say that I guess it's brought me, and it's been, like, in me to, like, block it off. But it brought, like, a flood of memories. Just the grass by itself. I keep seeing lizards. It's full of lizards out here. It reminds me of my brother. And it brings back more memories. I'll see construction workers and it reminds me of my father. So it's just all of this stuff and memories, which leads me to why I have discovered why I was getting so jumpy, why I get so scared. And when I was younger, you know, my dad used to drink. He used to drink alcohol all the time. He used to love to drink on the weekends. And one of the things that I remember from being young is he used to sometimes come home and he would beat my mom. remember those times, and I remember that feeling of feeling helpless, of being scared. And so with the whole hurricane thing, it's popped up again. And I couldn't understand why I was getting like this, why I'm being so afraid and all of that. And I've discovered that it's like I've let the 5-year-old just completely run my life for the past couple of years. And what I mean by that is that when I was younger, I went through all of that stuff, and it was stuff that was not in my control. However, inside of those things that happened, I said a lot of stuff to myself, and I haven't dealt with it. I've done seminars and things like that, but again, it's just like there were so many different things that I had forgotten about, that like my conscious, subconscious, whatever mind has just completely like just dismissed it somewhere in the background. And so as we're here, Aubrey's like, what are you so mad about? Like, what's the pain? Like, where's it coming from? So I started to say that. And when I was 7 years old, you know, there were things that happened with my father, and I always remember my mom's words, and she said, just think about the kids, think about the kids. And something happened very, very major in our lives that completely changed the whole trajectory of our whole lives. But when that happened, because my dad was my world, I've never forgave, like I've never forgotten, like I guess that stuff. And so as I'm here, it's like I was telling Aubrey earlier, when we got here, I felt like I was happy, but I felt all these blocks and blocks of energy. Like, I'm usually super active on like my social medias and things like that, and I haven't been. And I haven't been because of these blocks that I just feel like there's just all this stuff. And so the point of this video is just to share with you guys some of these things, because I think it's important. Because for me, what I've discovered is that till right now, I've discovered that there's been so many things that happen that could still till this day completely run my life, and I didn't know where these things were coming from. And at the end of the day, you know, like Aubrey asked me, is like, well, if things would have gone a different way, if your dad didn't do what he did, and if you guys would have stayed, what if he would have became worse? And what about your brother and sister? Like my brother and sister that my mom had from my different dad, you wouldn't have them in your life. And I get that. I so get it. And like, I'm so grateful for my life. I'm grateful for where I've been and who I've become in the process. I'm grateful for my little brother, my little sister. I'm grateful for it all. However, for me, it was just pain that I had never, ever dealt with. Because it was just like, again, like it was submerged somewhere in the deep recesses of like my subconscious mind. And now as I'm here, there's so many things. I mean, I've been to Miami to visit. I was here this year, last year. But as I'm in the inland, and as I got there, it's just, again, all these memories were coming up that I had completely forgot about. And so I'm grateful. You know, I know there's this big storm coming, but I kid you not, like, it's just like I'm growing through the storm, and I'm really, really growing through it, because I don't know, and I'm not saying that this had to happen in order for me to grow, but I don't know. But for me, just this happening has brought up so much stuff, and I don't know, it's crazy. It's so crazy, because I didn't know, again, I had all of this stuff, and inside of me there was this 5-year-old, 7-year-old who was hurt, and I haven't dismissed that 5 to 7-year-old, and it's been living with me this whole time. And I know for me that I don't want to live my life that way. I don't. And so, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't have like a power. I don't know. I'm just kind of like at loss for words because of all this like unpeeling and unveiling of why I felt the way that I felt this past couple of days. And it's actually very liberating. I'm starting to feel more liberated moment by moment through the walks. You know, seeing the ponds of water and the alligator signs. I remember, you know, my dad used to do construction, and like I remember some ponds of water and seeing some alligator. Like, it's just crazy. But it's bringing me back to so many different memories, good and bad. And it makes me miss my family. It makes me miss my mom, my dad, my brother. But it's all amazing stuff that I feel that was necessary for me to experience and discover in order for me to go to the next level of me, because I've realized that I didn't know that all that stuff was there. And subconsciously it's been holding me back from, I'm sure, a lot of things. And so I'm just grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for the awareness to discover these kinds of things and to have some more energy flowing. So yeah, I hope you got something from this. And yeah, that's really my biggest wish, that you get something from this. And maybe inside of this, you'll probably see yourself inside of one of the stories that I've shared with you, and maybe discover for yourself some things that you haven't let go of. And as long as we don't let go or don't face the pain and the past and those kinds of things, then it's always going to be there. And that's the biggest thing that I've discovered as well, is that I've never dealt with the things that I went through when I was a little girl. It's kind of like I just dismissed it, and I'd never dealt with it. And I'm very grateful, and I'm so grateful. And thank you guys for watching this. I hope you guys are doing absolutely phenomenal. And I know I maybe went through all of this stuff. I didn't know how to like put into words. It just happened, and I wanted to share this message with you as I was just like in it. And yeah, we are currently very close to Orlando, praying for the best, and I believe we're gonna be okay, and hopefully be back in Miami sometime next week. And I am now off to the gym because gotta get some workout, gotta get some sweat in, and I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. And if I discover some more stuff, which I'm sure I will, I'll definitely be sharing with you guys. And for now, I have some calls to make. I feel so much better. So much better, you guys. I feel so good. It's like being home again. It's so weird. Never thought I would come back to Florida. But I'm grateful I'm here. I'm grateful for the growth, and I'm grateful for everything that we're about to create. Bye.